Our game can already be played, but there are still a couple of issues we need to deal with. Let's look at a game that has already been won, as we have showing in the browser at the moment. A player can still click on an empty square. For example, click on the square with index 6, bottom left corner. As you can see, an O appears, which it shouldn't. Also, a player can click on a square that already has an X or O. For example, click on the square with index 2. The O on the square changed to an X. This is something we also want to avoid. Let's fix these two issues. In the click handler in our board component, we can check if the game has been won or if the square is filled, and if either of these is true, we can jump out of the handler before updating the state. This is called returning early from a function. To find out if a player has already won, we can use the calculateWinner helper function. This function will return X or O if there is a winner, or null if there isn't. We can explicitly cast it to a boolean and assign the result to a variable for better readability. Now, let's find out if a square is filled or not. Perform the check for whether either of these two conditions hold. If either of these is true, then we should return early. If we return early, the state is not updated within this handler, and it does nothing. Save the file and test the game out in the browser. Let's get the game into a state where player X has won. First, let's test if we can make another move now that a player has already won. Click on the square with index 6, bottom left corner. Nothing happens, as desired. Now click on the square with index 2. As we wanted, it has no effect. Congratulations! You now have a working tic-tac-toe game.